Hi, this is Deborah. I just wanted to talk about how when people say that women talk too much, let me tell you what, I've been on so many dates where the guys won't shut up. They talk about themselves the whole time. You can't get a word in edgewise. So anybody who thinks that women talk more than men, you are so wrong. I don't know if because they're narcissist or I think a lot of it is their ego. A man thinks that, he's got to impress a woman to the point where he doesn't shut up. A date is a two-way situation, which means you want a camaraderie. You want the banter between the male and the female. So, a date is to get to know the other person. Well, if you don't shut up, then how can you get to know the other person? How do you know if there's even a connection? It's just utterly ridiculous. I went on a date with one guy. Now, I've got some severe medical issues, and I don't always tell people this. Some of them's none of their business, but I do talk about my medical issues on this channel. But this guy, in a period of 20 minutes, rattled through 4 or 5 medical things that he was dealing with, and even as we were walking, then he had to stop and do something to his feet, and I'm going, do I want to get to know this guy who all he talked about was his medical issues? Because I'm thinking, I could have done that. But there's a lot more to me. I'm not defined by my medical issues. Anybody who knows me knows that. So I even saw this same guy the other night. And again, this is about first impressions are so very important, because on first impressions, you're hardly ever wrong, because I saw him last night, and this time, yeah, he still talked about his medical issues, but now he bought a new house, and he actually spent 20 minutes telling me about this house when I was on the clock at work. Anybody who does that does not respect your job. That is such a no-no. I'm telling you. But let me tell you what, you girls who go on a date and the guy won't shut up and he doesn't even ask, some very general things about you. Like I said, first impressions, you're going to end up being with somebody whose ego is pretty daggone fragile. For a guy to sit there and brag about what he owns, what he does, I know some very rich people, and rich people don't brag about what they have. They keep their mouths shut about that. So many guys I've dated also live at home with their mother, or their grandmother, or their mother, or they live with their son, or they're living in a basement, or their house has just got foreclosed on. They just filed bankruptcy. I am anybody who's got a house that's paid for. Let's see, if you're in your 60s and you meet a guy that's been in the same career, and he's got a couple careers under his belt, retirement, your house should almost be paid for. I don't know why these men who are in their late 50s and 60s are having to live with their children, or having their children live with them. Yeah, I don't get that, because that means their children would be in their 40s. That's what I'm thinking. All right, bye.